Hey guys, it's me. I have to talk really quietly because my mom and my sister are asleep, and I really want to get this video uploaded, even though it's like night time here in Australia. But this is my second Project Life video, and it went a little bit better than the first one. I'm still getting the hang of it. I thought I was going to cut that photo in half and have it over two pockets, but I didn't end up doing that. And I'm just sorting through my photos here. I went to Luna Park, which is a carnival kind of thing, like a permanent carnival on Sydney Harbour. And I also went to Future Music Festival, so I have a lot of photos, which you'll see me work with in the video. So I'm really sorry about my voice if you can't hear this. And I'm also really sorry about my camera angle, why I'm up so high. Why you're so far away from the actual pocket, because I lent my tripod to my sister and she put it up on the biggest, like winded it up so my tripod was like the tallest it could be, and then I tried to wind it down, but it broke because it's a little bit stiff, my tripod, because it's the cheaper version, so that was really devo. So now I can still video and stuff on it, it's just going to be from this height so you can see all my messy crap everywhere. But basically I was going to use that other photo you saw of the text message I got that I could get a new phone, which I was really excited about. And then I was like, no, it's ugly, it's too dark. So then I just printed a photo of my phone off Google, and because it's not really that great quality, I just printed a small one, and I'm going to put it in the pocket it's in now. So this is the start of Luna Park, and I cut up that photo there, which has the that thumbnail, which has like what we did during the day. And I thought I was being all cool by cutting it out, but I didn't end up using it at all. I ended up cutting that bottom bit off. So I got some Luna Park stickers from the like souvenir shop, and I'm so happy I got them. Some of them were too big and they were really hard to put into the layout, but I got a few in there, which is good. And I'll probably do a scrapbooking video with my Smash book where I can use a few of the other ones up. So I'll just talk about my photos for a little bit. Oh, sorry, we skipped here. I put in a few cards that I was going to use, and I also put in the title kind of thing, and also some journaling on that top card. And the reason why I didn't use the other photo of the guy's face was because I just wanted room to journal in, basically. So I really fail at this card. It's so ugly, and you'll see me struggle with it so much, but that's how it turned out. So this photo was when the guy, Dean, he took me to dinner on the beach, which was lovely. And then we went to my ex's house, and he got me, we got my logbook back for driving. And we also swapped our Valentine's Day gifts because my ex wanted his present, and I was like, you don't get it, you dumped me on Valentine's Day. But then the guy that I was with dinner with was like, look, you better just give it to him and then you can get your logbook back and then you never have to see him again. And I was like, so true. So I swapped it, and he got me a pink teddy bear and a pink unicorn thing, I think. And the unicorn was really cute, but they were both pink, and I hate pink. I don't hate it, but I would not choose it, and that just shows me that I should not be with him. So this card I was going to choose, I wanted to use a film thing that I had, like it's got the black squares and then like the white, like it looked like a camera reel, but I couldn't find it in my stash. Like my stash has gotten so big, I can't find anything, and that is so bad. And I lost my vellum sheets. I don't know if I chucked them out or not, or if my mum found them and she chucked them out, because it just looks like cardboard that's been wrapped in plastic. And so I ordered some more tonight, and you know what? I'm probably going to find them. But I love vellum, so hopefully I'll use it all up. So this was just a photo of my best friend Maddie, and she got her P's this day that the photo was taken. So we went out to dinner at Terry Hill's Tavern to celebrate, and it was awesome because I got to sit in the front seat while she drove. But I'm so nervous. I've got my test in like a week, and I'm just stressing so hard. I've done like 20 lessons with the instructor, so I'm feeling quietly confident, but it's always going to be a stressful thing. So here I'm just putting alphas on, just doing a little mini title, and I love these alphas. They were from an add-on kit for the month of March for the Odyssey kit, and I absolutely love them. They're so cute. I didn't have an apostrophe, and I didn't think the P and the S worked together when they were close, because then it looks like PS, which is short for PlayStation, and that just wasn't right. So what I did was I just cutted the little tip of the question mark off, and I stuck it on, and it looks great. Looks like it was meant to be there, so I'm really happy about that. And I thought I had more journaling for this card, but I didn't. And then I wrote half of it in pencil because I wasn't sure if I wanted it there. I wasn't sure if I was going to rub it out, sorry. So I just left it there, which looks weird. But anyway, you know me, I change from pen to pencil because I'm weird. And then there was this die cut kit, and I absolutely love it. I'm so glad I got it. This is basically the reason why I got this add-on kit, and I just love these die cuts. And those flowers just fit perfectly. I use a few more things in the layout that you'll see me use. You'll see I find a little banner, a little gold banner. I love that ampersand, that's gold. I find a little banner that says February. There it is. And I was like, well, I have to use it. It's February. It's my last spread for February. I won't have to wait a year to use it. And I also pulled some stuff out on that top where the arrows are and there's tickets because I thought I might use them in the layout, which I ended up using them. Not the arrows, the tickets, sorry. But I just absolutely loved this this collection. I'm just trying to add more gold, but there was already enough gold, so I just kind of left it. But I was so happy that those flowers fit. They just look amazing. So my color scheme was meant to be gold, red, blue, and yellow, but it actually turned out to be gold, red, pink, a little bit of red, blue, and hot pink. So I kind of failed. I don't really even have a color scheme. You can't even call it a color scheme. And I still don't have my corner around it yet, so that photo is going down like that. And I'm going to do it by hand, which I suck at. But I've ordered one off eBay. I can't remember the brand, sorry, but I think it was like $7, which is pretty good. So here, I really wanted those tickets on that card because it's Luna Park. It's a carnival. You need tickets to get in. Oh my god! Totally forgot to put the tickets on this layout and the receipt. I'll have to add that in my next video. Gosh, it's so bad I forgot. But anyway, I really wanted those tickets there, so I put them there, and I just can't make that board, that thing work. So I love the tickets, so I put them down. Then I add some enamel dots, which kind of look a bit funny, but that's where I kept them. And I really wanted to use these carnival stickers, but they're just like, some of them were too big, some of them weren't the right color, they just didn't really work. I was a bit upset about that, but I really like that arrow actually. Just kind of says, you know, like this way to see more photos of Luna Park. And also it's subtle, which I like. And then from that alpha set, the one on that top right card that I'm holding now, there was also a couple of asterisks, and I thought, oh, just tie the whole layout in together, so I just added them. Just a little bit more gold. But this video is so long because I failed. I failed so hard on that card that says today. I play around with it for about 2 hours and I can't get it right. And it was so ugly, and I'm so glad that I changed it. But you'll see that pretty soon. So I found these little badges. That's not what they're called. You know what they're called, I just can't think of it. Well, I try and make this card work again, this picture, sorry, but it's too dark, I don't like it. But I end up just putting this there, which points down to the layout, which I thought was cute. And that looks alright there, but again, it was just too dark, and a lot of the Luna Park photos are really dark. So I didn't add it in, and I just added a bit of fairy floss there because the pink kind of went. I want to use up those stickers, so I used one. Good effort. So here's where the struggle begins with that card. I put new down because it was a new phone, and these outfits are totally cute, and it went with the color scheme. Not that I had one, but the card just didn't work. It was just so ugly. The red wasn't like a bright red. And then I thought, oh my god, I'm going to use an overlay. And I bought so many overlays. I have like 50 gold ones, and like I have this pack of like colorful ones. And I was like, yeah, they look awesome. A few people have used them in their layouts. They're so hard to use. Like a background behind them. I don't even have like room in my layouts for a card yet. And I've bought all of these overlays, and I don't know what to do. I'm just going to have to get really good at using them. But I've decided that I'm going to do Project Life till December. I'm going to give it a go. My mum doesn't like it. She prefers me scrapbooking big pages. I like it. It's different. The thing I don't like, which most people say, is it's hard to document every day. It's hard to print out photos every week. It's hard to do all that kind of stuff. Like I've got notes on my iPhone where I just write what I did that day before I go to bed. You know, like went to dinner with these friends. You know, just stuff like that. Woke up late, went to the gym, and sometimes I'll put a little mark saying that I have a photo with it or something, so I can kind of plan what I'm going to do for my layout, which I'm not very good yet. So as I said, I didn't have a corner punch, so I had to round the corners myself, which just turned out all choppy and cornery and gross. And then I tried to make my own card with the cardstock I got in one of the, I think it was a Cirque scrapbooking kit, which was February's month. But it just turned out so ugly, and I just give up. I can't make my own cards. It just was so bad. So you're just going to see me struggle for a bit longer. Try and make this. I put the new back on, but I was killing the letters. Like literally, I had no letters left. And then the see-through, that card thing had a border around it, and the new kept on getting like under the border. And then I was like, oh my god, genius, I'll put it on the plastic. So then I do. And then I was going to spell out phone, like new phone, but then I was like, it's not going to fit. Plus I have the picture of the phone. So then I fiddled around with trying to get the phone in the border. And then I did my journaling, which I sort of get in the border. And then I'm done with the card. I give up. I didn't even put down all the journaling I wanted to. I was just so unhappy with the card. It was so ugly. It looks better on camera, but it is just bad. So bad. It's like I just started scrapbooking yesterday, and I've been doing it for what, a year and like a couple of months. So then I just move on to this card. And I have a lot to say because we met Jonesy and Amanda. We met Shannon Knoll, sorry. I met Miguel from the living room, and I met a Prince's chef, and he's a chef. So I was just like, I couldn't even speak. So that's just what I'm writing about at the moment. And how my dad won, and how me and my dad hadn't been talking for 2 months. And he invited me to Luna Park with him, and it was good. We're good now, we're talking now, we see each other a lot. He helps with my driving, so I'm really happy about that we've reconnected. So here I'm just sorting through my pictures again, and I really wanted to put that car photo down, but it wasn't really that important because it's just a car, and we didn't win it, so. And then I did want to have all of the celebrities that I met across that middle row, but then Miguel was so important that I put him in the top. I just couldn't move that photo. And then also Ice House were playing, which is an Australian band. They're semi-famous. There was like one diehard fan in the crowd. She was like crying when they came on. I was like, whoa. She was impressive. So there's the photos there that I'm touching now of the band. I couldn't get them all in one shot, so I took 2 and then I'm just going to glue them together, which I thought was so cool, but really I'm not that smart. So now I'm just trying to use up my stickers from Luna Park. And me and my dad actually did the Mermaids together. So I was like, yes, there's a sticker of it. So I just put my cards down on some photos on my cardstock, sorry. Cut them and then added the sticker. The sticker was totally the wrong color. It was pink and blue. Not red and blue. But, you know, I didn't really have a color scheme anyway. I failed on that part, so. And I really like what I did here, where I put the hair on the other photo. It just kind of connects it all, makes it flows, which I like. So now I'm back to this, trying to figure out this damn card, and I just scrap it all together. I'm just like not happy with it, not having it, and so I just cut out that again. Which was, I could, if I took it off the cardstock, it would have ripped, so I just cut around it, which made it thicker, which was good too. So here you just see me looking through all my stuff. My mum did an amazing thing for me today in this picture. I went to the mall to get an outfit for a Future Music Festival because my ex is going to be there, who I was originally meant to go with, but then we broke up, and then I was like, shit, who am I going to go with? So I went with Brooke. You'll see photos of her later. She was amazing. I was like, thank you for letting me tag along with you. She was like, yeah, no worries. And I was like stressing because I needed a really hot outfit. So I went down to the mall early, and then I decided to get my phone, which was a bad idea because I knew iPhone 6 going to a Future Music Festival, not a good idea. But I took care of my phone, so that was good. Didn't break or bend or smash the screen. Touch wood. But my mum, I texted my mum and I was like, what outfit? Like, what top? Like, where do I go? What shops? And mum was like, why didn't you ask me to come down with you? And I was like, I don't know. I felt like being independent. So then mum came down with me and we went through, I got like 6 shirts. She paid, which was good. And I needed some nice looking shirts anyway. So that's just what mums are for. Loved her for it. I was a little bit late to work, but it was all worth it in the end. And I looked amazing on the day, if I don't sound too cocky saying that. So here I'm just sorting through some Project Life cards from a few kits, and seeing which one I want to use. And I really wanted to use a banner thing because that's what everyone does in Project Life. But there was too much gold on that blue one. And then I do pick out this pink one, but I absolutely hate it. It just doesn't work. So I changed it in the end. And I like what I finally did with it. I play around with this, but it's just so ugly. Don't know why. Don't know why I even tried, really. And I really wanted some words in that photo, like best mom, love you, awesome, beautiful, something, but I just couldn't find anything. But I will later on. So I liked both of those cards, but the other one just had too much white, and that's really not what I wanted. And so I loved this card because it had this hot pink, and it had like the kind of color, beige kind of color under it. And I love that really light blue on that pink. It just pops. It's just amazing. So I really love how that turned out. I don't know why I put that little circle next to the gold love heart. And this is where I find the I love you, which I want to put there. So I totally ditched the other idea and I go with this, which I end up loving. Try to get all the glow if I didn't, but you can't really tell, so it's alright. And I couldn't make this heart work because it was too big and it was like covering up the writing, and I was like, no. So then I got this little cute puffy heart, and it looks alright there, but I later on I find another gold heart, but it's smaller and it's flat, so I can kind of overlay them, and it looks much better. You'll see that in a second. So then I thought I was going to add stars, but I actually ended up putting these colourful diamantes on, which were purple, pink, and yellow, I believe. Purple's not really in the colour scheme, but they look cute together, the colours, so I added it. Plus, it's my favourite colour, so I was like, why not? It's my Project Life. So I really wanted to put that love there, but then I was like, you know what, I'm going to layer something behind it. I don't want it to be too plain. So then I fiddle around with a few things, with a few tags. Oh, I really like that sticker there, you and me. Probably meant for like a boyfriend, girlfriend kind of thing, but like me and my mom are tight. I'm thinking at the moment I don't have anyone. So this is where I add the little gold heart next to the other heart, and I could overlap them, and I thought it looked so cute, and I was like, perfect! So I was really happy about that. And now I'm just going to play around with a few more things. And I was having such trouble turning like the Project Life and those pages over. I just couldn't fit them. I'm just being a retard. So here I'm just thinking, because I struggle hard. I've had like a creative block these past couple of weeks. And so then I went into my stash, got some washi tapes and this ribbon that I've been dying to use. And I just cut around a bit off, and actually it was the length of the Project Life card. I was like, what? I'm amazing. And then these scissors are from primary school, which was like 9 years ago, so they were really hard to use. They only were sharp in like that one spot. But I decided to cut the banner out if it wasn't too hard, which it was tricky when I did it. And then I cut it off, but you can't really tell once it's glued down. And I really like the way it looks now with the white behind it, and I really should have left that. Like, look at that, it looks amazing. But no, me needing more stuff and over embellishing and everything, I had to put sticky washi tape behind it. And I like the purple one, but I go with this dark blue one, which I don't mind, but I didn't put it the whole way. But like, it's only like, well, that's more than 3/4 sort of way, but you know what I mean. And then I kind of like that, it's alright. But then no, I'm not happy. I put more washi tape, which just makes it way too busy. Like, if it was just the washi tape, yeah, that's fine. But because I have the busting, that like banner thing, I think it's called busting, but I'll just call it a banner. And I put this little round sticker thing there. It says dreams, or follow your dreams or something like that. But it was cut out of the stickering pad wrong. Like, there wasn't gold all around it, and the bottom had gold. And I really wanted to keep the gold on there, but in the end, I couldn't make it work to show the gold, so I had to hide it. But here I go, adding more washi tape to ruin the card. I kind of cut that pink piece a little bit crooked, but you can't tell once the banner's on. Gluing it down was a struggle. Putting it down was a struggle. Ripping it off was a struggle. I couldn't rip it off because it ripped because it was a material. So I had to live with my decision. But I don't hate it. I mean, it's still kind of cute, just a bit busy. So then I was like, I don't want to use these, like, waste these letters. So I just let it look cute there, which just meant new phone. And it also just tied in the letters with mum. So I was kind of happy about that. Here I am trying to rip it up, but I ripped it. So I was just like, devil. So here I'm just journaling about how my mum was amazing and how she came to the mall, and how I was so proud of myself for sorting out my phone, being like independent. I do have my other journaling that I did, but I didn't go off it at all, and I added like way more detail. So I'm happy about that. So now I'm just going through more of my stash, seeing what stickers I can put on, more embellishments, all that kind of stuff. And I really wanted to leave this photo of the Ferris wheel and my dad walking into Luna Park really simple, because it was a really, like, I'm not very good at photography, but it kind of looked like that. Like, it kind of looked like it was better if you left it plain. So I really just wanted the Luna Park sticker so you knew what it was. And then I also wanted Feb on there, which kind of ruins it, but that's not too bad. I really wanted to use Feb up because, again, I don't want to, like, hoard it till next year. And then these were the stars and the sequins that you got in the Odyssey kit this month, March's kit. And I absolutely love them. The stars were really thick plastic, which I liked. But you'll see me struggle when I flip over the page protector. But they're hard to slide in because, you know, you have to keep everything pretty flat. And it's easier if it's rounded and doesn't have corners, which the stars do. So it kind of ripped the plastic pages a bit. So you'll see me struggle with that. But yeah, that's right, I kind of made it work. So I'm just putting a few stars around the place. I put some black ones on that card of me and my best friend. Just to fill in the space and to use up the stars. And I also love that gold sequin that I put on the card that I changed. Where I put Love Mum. And then I couldn't find the movie sticker banner thing that I was talking about, which you guys probably have no idea, because I explain things really badly. So then I just found this gold doily, and I was like, perfect, there's gold in my layout, I'll just do it. And then, of course, I've seen on YouTube that people draw squiggles around their cards. And I was like, awesome, just to add a bit of interest. But I'm so bad, I would have just gone into the middle of the card So I just got a ruler and then I just connected them at the corners. And then I was like, I'm going to use the whole doily just because I don't know what to do if I left the space on the right hand side. And I actually found the movie ticket, so I was like, awesome. So I put them both in there. Put this little label behind just so I could write in it. It was actually, Jupiter Ascending wasn't that bad, but I felt like the story repeated itself. Like she fell and then Channing Tatum with his moon rocket boots came to save her like 3 times in it. And then she was talking to like this family and there was like 2 brothers and 1 sister and she had to like go through the family and they just told her the same stuff and the same stuff happened. Like they both tried to get her on her side. And I just felt the story really repeated itself. Then I was going to use these stars, but then I just figured it was just too weird to have them on either side and just didn't look right. I just couldn't get it to look right. So then I just put them in this corner, a big one and 2 small ones. And a 3, which I thought looked cute. And I was meant to leave this card really blank, but that didn't end up happening because then I went through my die cuts and I put them all over there. So I really wanted to use this real life little banner tag thing, but yellow just wasn't really happening on this page, so I decided against it. And then that sticker I just put on just says "Just to Say" because I just wrote a little something about how the movie wasn't that great. It probably doesn't even deserve a whole 6x4 on this layout, but it got it. Don't know why. So now I'm just going through my die cuts, and I absolutely loved this little, like, I think they're tags, and they got the gold foil in them, and so I really didn't want to cover them up that much. So you'll see me, I like pull them out too much, and then it doesn't really work, but I absolutely love them. And I also love the 2, but I didn't go with the 2, I think it was just too fat. And even though there's no rabbits in the movie, because it's like in the future, and there was actually no animals in the movie, I liked the rabbit because it was just pink and it went with the layout. But I thought that little bush stick thing, branch thing behind the rabbit was just a little bit too much. I wanted to keep it non-busy, but it's already busy, so I just can't be simple. But as you saw, I just cut a bit of the movie ticket off because I wanted that green ticket thing to show. And then I glued down my rabbit because I'm pretty sure that's where I want it. And then, oh, I found this really small pink paperclip. And I was like, I don't want to lose it. And then I was like, well, it kind of goes with the layout. So I decided to put it on. And then I think these were in the add-on kit, I think. I'm not sure which one. But they were just these see-through, like, pink label stickers kind of things. And I wasn't sure whether I wanted to put it on paper and then put it on or have it see-through. But I decided to have it see-through because it wasn't really that important that you needed to see it. And you could still see that it was pink. And I actually made a mistake. I put that green tag thing over too much to the right. And so the translucent, like the writing in the translucent pink sticker label thing, it has half the green, half the light blue in it. Which you can still read it, but I just thought, like it should only have one color. But that's alright. Not a big deal. And the green in that card also goes with the flower leaves, so I wasn't too worried about it not fitting in with the colour scheme, which is basically rainbow. It's just basically all the colours anyway. So I just put that on, and then I went crazy with my stamping because I've gotten all these stamp sets from Studio Calico, which are amazing. They work so well, but I went too crazy and I've spent too much money on stamps. So I was like, I have to use them. Because I just watch YouTube videos and I see people with all these amazing products and I'm just like, I need it. Like, I have to recreate that in my own way. So that one's just really small arrows, which I didn't really need, but it's a nice detail. And then I also had this banner of stars and I was like, oh my god, great, I can rate the movie. So I just put that scrap piece of paper there to block the other stars because I only gave it 2 stars. It was alright, but I would never watch it in the movies. Like, I would never pay for that movie. I would stream it online or something. It wasn't worth the money. But I saw it with my good friend Cooney, so that's alright. And then I went to go stamp the 2015 on this kind of title card. But the block was hitting the badge thing, which isn't the name. I can't remember. So I just had to move it and then re-stamp it. But it's clear, so you can get it in the same spot, which is good. And then Maddie got her P's, so I wanted to put a car on there. And I saw the stamp and I was like, oh my god, I have to use this is perfect. And I got my light blue ink out, which is great because it's kind of translucent, so if you don't want it to be too in your face, too bold, you can just use this blue, which is really nice. And you can still see my journaling behind the ink, so I was really happy about that. And then I also had a stamp that said, oh my god, and I was like, oh my god, I say that all the time. And she got a P, so I was just like, oh my god, that's insane, oh my god, I can't believe it. So I was like, perfect, I'll use that stamp. So I stamped it once really well, and then I just stamped it fading out next to the P's. And then I moved that away because it needs to dry. And then I work on this Luna Park spread. And that banner I made, there wasn't a 27, I think it only went up to 24, which is a weird number. So what I did was I just cut out the 7 from the plain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I just glued it on. You can see because it's like, there's a bit of a bump there. But it doesn't worry me too much. So here I am just trying to get those two pictures to line up. They didn't line up, but I did my best. Didn't look horrible, so I just left it like that. I've already done this layout. I don't know where I'm going to put the receipt for Luna Park. I can't believe I forgot it. But anyway, I try to put these triple stars on this today card. But as